People will only take your business as serious as you do. Ask yourself, how serious are you really taking this business? Like, and you have to be honest with yourself. You have to get real with yourself. So it's like, could I be doing more? Could I be going a little harder? Yes, you could. You could always go harder. Go harder. 2019, we going hard. Y'all already know this is the year of growth. This is the year of celebration. This is the year of improvement. Do better. Show up for your customers. Show up for yourself. You got this. What is up, YouTube family? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jasx. As you guys can see by the title of this video, today we are going to be talking about a very touchy subject that maybe a lot of you are a little confused about, or you're feeling a little down about, or maybe you feel like you should give up, you know, if you aren't making sales or things like that. So we're going to pretty much talk about why you aren't making any sales in your hair company, or you aren't making as many sales as you like or as you thought, or, you know, business isn't picking up, you know, as fast as you thought it would. Okay, so we're going to cover some things that may be the reason why. All right, so you guys have to know, like, in business, it's a tough lesson to learn, but once you learn it, you'll be good. You have got to separate the emotion from your business. You have got to take your feelings out of it. I'm not saying don't have your heart in it. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is you have to be able to take a step back and pretty much look at yourself, see what you're doing wrong, and hold yourself accountable. Let's get into the video. I put together a few little pointers, so if you guys see me looking at my phone, that's what I'm looking at. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is, again, wait, before I get into the video, I want to let you guys know this is not to, like I said, hurt anybody's feelings, or, you know, say or look down on anyone. I'm simply trying to help. Like, that's it. That's all. Okay, I don't know everything, but I do know some things, and these things could possibly help you make more sales and, you know, gain more customers, make more money. So, yeah. Your girl just trying to help. All right, so first thing is branding. A big reason why a lot of companies, I won't even say companies, because you can't even call yourself a company, a lot of small businesses, specifically hair businesses, small businesses in general, honestly, like, but we're talking about the hair business, but a lot of small businesses lack the most important, one of the most important keys, and that's branding. You lack branding. Like, your website, your social media pages, your Instagram, your Facebook, it has no personality. It's super bland. It looks like it's probably from, like, what, 2004. Yeah, you gotta spice it up. You have to be able to brand yourself in a way to where when somebody goes on your page, they go on your website, they are wow. You want to have a wow factor about your brand. Like, I talked about branding before in a previous video. I'll link that in the description box below. But you guys have got to spice things up. Like, you have got to figure out a way to make your brand, to make your business memorable. Like, what is it about you that you want people to know right when they come on your website, right when they come on your social media platforms? What is something you want people to know? You want to enforce a clear message over and over to get people to get it, like, to grasp the concept of whatever you're trying to get them to understand. That's branding. You know, a lot of y'all websites and your social medias, you have a mixed match of different pictures. You have probably pictures you've gotten off of Google. I can go on Google and see these same hair pictures, or you have a whole bunch of different memes or different quotes and stuff like that. Like, it looks just like every other hair page. You aren't setting yourself apart at all. That's why branding is important, you guys. Okay, number 2. Now, I spoke on this in my vendor video, but it applies to y'all too. It applies to these small hair companies too. You're taking pictures of other people wearing a hair that is not your hair. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys this. I won't say I always tell people this, but this is a tip that I do give to people. If you don't have, so let's say you're starting out your hair company, you don't have a lot of pictures to post, you don't have a lot of content yet, right? Totally understandable. Listen, how I started my wig page, you guys, if you are not following my wig page on Instagram, I'll put the name right here. But how I started it, because I didn't really have no work to post, so I started it as a blog page. Okay, so I started it as a blog page, but I wasn't selling wigs yet. I was pretty much posting all these bomb wigs that I love, the, you know, stylist work, other stylist work that I love, but I always tag them, and I always say like inspiration and stylist and da-da-da-da-da. Honestly, a lot of people nowadays don't read. They don't read. I'm gonna be honest with you, they don't read, so whatever. So that gained a lot of traffic to my page before I actually started posting my own work. And then I took those pictures down, and then I started posting my own work. Even to this day, like if I do post a wig or some work that I feel inspired by, or I think it's just super bomb, I always tag the stylist. But again, people don't read, so that's on them, okay? But you guys have got to like figure out a way to where you are not just taking pictures. And even if you are, so let's say you see a picture of some wavy hair or some body wave hair or whatever, and you can just say like inspired by, tag whoever that is, and say get this same look, you know, by using R da 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 da. But you cannot like claim that, or you cannot just post that, excuse me, without giving that person any credit. So you guys got to cut that out. That could be another reason, you know, you aren't getting any sales, because people have seen this picture like 10 times and they're like, oh, well, what does your hair look like? You have so many other pictures of so many other hair companies or so many other people who aren't even wearing your hair. And some people post pictures of people that their hair isn't even hair extensions. Like, you know, a natural curly girl, and you say, oh, get this with our curly bundles, but those aren't even bundles. So you got to make it make sense, okay? You guys, I need to stop numbering these because these are not in order. But the next thing I'm going to shed some light on for you guys is marketing. Like, you don't market your business. You know, consistency is crucial. Consistency is crucial. Like, y'all have got to post more than once a day, once a week, once every 2 weeks, twice a week. Like, listen, if you do not post, people will forget about you and they will move on. You want people to constantly see your name, like, every day. You want to post every single day, and you want to make sure that you're posting around the same time of day. If you always post in the morning, they know that your customer know in the morning they should be expecting a post from you. If you always post late at night, again. But honestly, your goal should be to post more than once a day. Like, you should be posting 3 to 4 times a day, if not more. And I know, again, when you starting out, you don't have the content, and that's okay, but you at least need to be posting once a day. You need to be posting once a day, okay? Like, you have got to, like, your sales are not going to come. Like, you're not going to start a hair business and then get sales on the first day unless you just popular already. You know, you already got a huge following, okay? But if you are a small business and you do not have that luxury, your sales are going to come from consistency and knowing your audience and knowing your customer. Again, you guys, don't be afraid to reach out to people either. Like, when you market yourself, if you see a girl who's looking for bundles, oh, okay, hey, I have bundles, or check out my website. Like, you have to market yourself. Like, you have got to put yourself out there. Like, you are going to be your biggest advertisement, your biggest supporter, your biggest fan. So if you aren't supporting yourself, if you aren't putting yourself out there, if you aren't spreading the word, how the hell do you expect for people to know about you, or for others to do the same? People are only going to take your business as serious as you do, period. Like, that's just it, okay? Okay, I hope y'all learning something. I hope y'all, like, don't feel I don't know, like I'm coming for you or nothing. Like, I'm not trying to come for y'all, okay? I'm just trying to help y'all. So the next one I want to talk about is so important, and I say this probably in every single video that I talk about that has to do with hair companies, but it is investing and reinvesting. You guys, listen, I have received hundreds of emails. I have received hundreds of Instagram DMs, and one thing I will tell y'all, I'm going to get back to what I just said about reinvesting and investing, because it just made me think of something else. Success is not for the lazy. Like, a lot of y'all are fucking lazy as fuck. Like, y'all have no idea how lazy you are. And it's mind-blowing, because you literally want every single thing handed to you. Like, who is your vendor, or can you give me this, or can you tell me this? Like, y'all don't even, you have to put in a fucking work. Like, you have got to get your ass on Google, research, read you some books, look up other people in the hair business industry, look up their stories, read their interviews. Like, yo, like, y'all literally just want all the answers given to you now. And I give y'all so much information in these videos, and it's still not enough. I give y'all so much information in my ebooks, it's still not enough. Like, y'all still literally want every single thing handed to you. It's to the point where I'm not even kidding you. Like, I literally got a DM, like, trying to start a hair business. Then she tell me about this sad super story, you know, about, that had nothing to do with her business, about something about her kids getting taken or something, and that she needed money. I should give her money to start her hair business, or I should give her bundles to start her hair business. Like, sis, what? Nah, like, y'all are so lazy. It's mind-blowing. Like, it is no reason in 2019, when we have resources, more resources than we have any other generation has ever had, that you cannot seek out the information that you want and that you need. I just can't. People on your phone. You on your phone all day anyway. Why aren't you looking up what you need? Like, if you have an iPhone, you have iBooks on your phone, you have a Galaxy, I'm sure you can download Kindle or something. Like, I've learned so much about business from reading books. Most of the questions that I get asked are simple Google searches. And I'm just like, yo, you couldn't even take the time out that you took to ask me that. You could have asked Google and got the answer way quicker. You know, it's just crazy. Like, or, you know, some people want information regarding vendors. I uploaded an entire vendor series, and I dropped an entire vendor ebook. Like, you didn't watch the videos, nor did you buy the ebook. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, stop being lazy. Like, y'all have got to go out there and put in the work. You have got to go out there and put in the work. And then I also blame all these people that's selling vendors. Like, it's, oh my gosh, y'all know how I feel about buying vendors. We don't buy vendors over here, okay? So anyway, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I just ran it. Like, it's just, man, people are so lazy. It's crazy. Yes, anyway. So back to reinvesting and investing in your business. You guys have got to put the money up. Like, I have coaching calls available on my website. I'm getting emails. Literally emails. This girl asked me like 30 questions. Like, sis, I'm busy as hell already. I really don't have the time to sit and like answer 30 questions like I'm in an interview or something. Like, so I offer coaching calls. If you guys, I feel like if you guys value my advice and you value the information that I give you, it should not be a problem for you to invest in me. Like, I'm giving you my time. You have to pay for my time. Like, that's just what it is. So again, we're reinvesting and investing. Now, you guys want to make sure, back to the website and stuff, that your branding is intact. Like, your branding is A1. Your website is A1. Your website is going to be your money maker. Like, that's how you're selling your product, getting your funds, reaching your audience. Like, you know, that's your sales funnel. Your website is one of your sales funnels. You want to make sure that it's looking good. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure it's looking good. So I get that in the beginning you may not have the money, or, you know, you may not even know the right people you should get in contact with to build you a website, and that's okay. But that should always be in your plans to hire a professional. Like, my very first website was created by me. It was created by me, but y'all already know, y'all heard my story. Like, when I launched my website, the sales wasn't coming in anyway. So when I relaunched my website, I hired a professional, because my website, it wasn't too shabby, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like horrible, but it could have been a lot better. And as soon as I realized that the importance of branding, I then hired a professional to make sure that when you came on my website, like, it was professional looking, it was clean, it was sleek, you can navigate it properly, everything ran smoothly. So you guys have got to invest in your business. You have got to reinvest in your business. Like, you have got to invest in professional photos. You have got to invest in branding with your packaging and things like that. So that's another reason. Y'all scared to put the money back into the business. You have got to put the money back into the business, okay? There's always room for improvement. Like, even the companies that are constantly at the top, the reason they stay at the top is because if they were to stay complacent, they would drop to the bottom. Like, you have got to always improve. There's always room for improvement. Always room for improvement, you guys. So don't get comfortable and don't get content with the way things are. Even if you are getting a little like a little amount of sales, you could be making more sales. You could be getting thousands of orders a day. Like, have a goal, set a goal, and don't stop until you get there. And when you get there, set another goal. Okay? Oh my God, y'all. This one is so important. I said that about everyone. This one is super important that people overlook. Whew. Okay, you guys have got to have systems in place. When I say systems in place, that means you have got to, okay, getting the sale is only the first half. What are you doing after you get the sale? What are you doing after you get the sale? Are you following up with these customers? Do you have a mailing list? If you do have a mailing list, are you utilizing your mailing list? Like, do you just have a list just sitting? You know, these people, they aren't getting any emails from you. If you guys already know, if you are subscribed to like Victoria's Secret newsletter, you know they send your ass an email every day. Like, every time you open your email, you are seeing Victoria's Secret. Like, it is engraved into your mind. You probably already know when you open your email, there's probably going to be a Victoria's Secret email somewhere in there about a sale, about a discount off, anything, about their new arrivals, their new products. Like, y'all, you have got to have systems in place, okay? You have got to stay on your customer radar. Like, you have got to stay on their back. Like, every time they look up, they're seeing your company. Like, even after, and then that just shows that you really appreciate them. Like, if you're following up, can you imagine, you know, when you buy something, the company reaches out to you and asks you, how did you like it, or how is it going, or is there anything that they can do to, you know, improve or anything? That would speak volumes. So you guys have to think about, what would you want? Like, when you go out to eat, like, what type of service do you expect? When you shop with a business, what type of service do you expect? That your customer is expecting that same level of service, if not more. Like, y'all already know, like, people treat small businesses like crap, and you know they want all of this with spending this, and you just have to go above and beyond. So don't be mediocre. I just really want y'all to take this as constructive criticism. I am not trying to like be a mean being fighting machine. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm just trying to help. I've already said this, but I know there's going to be some type of sensitive Sally in the comments, and I'm not saying I know everything, but there's some things that I do know. There are some mistakes that I see a lot of people making that don't even realize it, because in the beginning I was making those same mistakes. When I fixed them, when I tweaked them, it made the world of a difference. And sometimes we do things that we don't even realize that we're doing, you know? Sometimes it's better to get advice from someone on the outside looking in, because the things that you overlook, someone else isn't. So you guys just take this with a grain of salt, and again, take your feelings out of it, because business is business. Business is business. Business is business. Business is business. Yeah. Alright, you guys. So I just pretty much want to wrap this video up by saying, like, you cannot refuse to learn anything about the industry that you are going into. Like, and you cannot expect people to just hold your hand through the process. Like, it's not going to be easy. If you are looking for something to be easy, if you are looking for a shortcut, this is not the business that you want to be in, because it is hard work. It is constant hard work. It is constant perseverance. You have got to keep going. There will be days that you don't make sales, but on the days that you do make sales, those are good days, and you want to feel that feeling again. Like, there's nothing like going to sleep and waking up and there's new money in your account that wasn't there when you laid down. That's the best feeling ever, but it takes, like, you have to put in the work to get there. Like, you are literally, you have to think you're a brand, you're a business that is new. You have to make people trust you. You have to make people want to shop with you. You have to show up for your customers, like, every single day. If you ask yourself, how often should I post? How often should I invest? How often should I do this? You got to ask yourself, how often do you want to make money? How often do you want to make some coin? Okay? Every day. How often do you want to make your coin? Every fucking day. So, show up for your customers every fucking day. Like, you have got to be consistent. Like, y'all just got to put in the work and show up, and stop expecting people to give you handouts. You know, you guys are even buying vendor lists, and, you know, not even buying a hair to test out. Like, you just throwing out anything to your customer. You have got to care. It has got to be It has got to mean more than just $1, because sis, you gonna lose a lot of money before you make some money. So it can't be about the money. Like, it cannot be about the money. So I'm pretty sure if you guys just take a step back and look at what you're doing wrong, compare, you know, not, I won't say compare, but compare what you're doing to the company that's thriving, and make the necessary changes, do some tweaking. I'm not saying go copy anybody. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying, if you notice that, you know, their branding is on point, if you notice that they are actually responding to every customer, if you notice that, you know, there's certain questions that their customers are asking and they're not getting responded to, go fix those problems that those customers are having. Like, be the solution, you guys. Just put in the work. That's all I have to say. Like, you guys, put in the work. Like, having the best vendor, having the best hair doesn't matter if no one fucking knows. It doesn't matter, y'all. It don't matter. And even having a good product doesn't mean anything if your branding is shit. If your marketing is terrible. Like, if you cannot show up for the people. If you post and then you don't post for 3 months. It doesn't matter. They're going to forget about you. Like, show up. People will only take your business as serious as you do. Ask yourself, how serious are you really taking this business? Like, and you have to be honest with yourself. You have to get real with yourself. So it's like, could I be doing more? Could I be going a little harder? Yes, you could. You could always go harder. Go harder. 2019, we going hard. You already know. This is the year of growth. This is the year of celebration. This is the year of improvement. Do better. Show up for your customers. Show up for yourself. You got this. Okay? I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Mwah.